Hey everyone, it's Abby. I wanted to make a few Victorian accessories for the Welsh Weekend. They'll also work for a lot of my historical outfits as well. I've been wanting to make a pair of ribbon garters and to try my hand at making a silk fan using a cheap one to start. I also found a great antique nurse's buckle that I wanted to make into a belt. So let's get sewing! I have some simple satin ribbon and some cream silk scraps. I measure and cut strips of the cream silk with seam allowance to add to the ribbons. I press the silk strips flat. I fold and press the seam allowance into the silk as well. I've pinned the edges of the cream silk strips. Now I baste those edges down by hand. Using pink and green embroidery thread, I hand embroider a simple flower and leaf pattern on both the silk strips, starting with the flowers. I hand embroider the leaves next. I mark the center with a pin and place the strip in the center on the ribbon. I pin in place. I hand whip stitch the silk fabric onto the ribbon. I remove the basting stitches. I top stitch along the edge of the silk to have it be more secure. Some great garters to keep my socks up. I have a cheap fabric and wooden fan that I've been wanting to fix up a bit. The fabric isn't stuck on very well, so I peel it off of each of the wooden slats that it's glued to. And we have a pattern to create the new cover for the fan. I iron the fan fabric flat. I lay out my patterned silk fabric and lay the fan pattern on top. I pin the pattern in place. I cut out the fan piece with seam allowance. With a pencil, I mark where all the fold lines are according to the pattern. I start with trying to press the fold lines in first. I decide this isn't the way. I tested my glue on a scrap of the silk off camera. It seems to be working well, so I continue. I put a line of craft tacky glue on the fabric and smooth with a Q-tip. I glue each of the wooden slats in place following the lines I marked previously. I glue more of the slats. This takes a bit of time. I trim the side and bottom raw edges away. I add a bit of glue along the raw edges to keep it from fraying. I glue and fold the edge and attach it to the larger edge slat. I glue along the top edge and fold down to encase the slats and prevent fraying. I trim and glue the last edge slat. I set the fan aside to dry. Now that it's dry, I fold and press all the fan folds into the silk. I like having a silk fan. It's not perfect, but I learned a lot from doing it, and it was great to have at the Welsh Weekend. I found this antique nurse's buckle at a shop downtown. I wanted to use it to make a belt. I have scraps of silk that I'll be using for this. I measure and cut the cream silk for one side of the belt. I have some very small scraps of green silk that I'll be using for the other side by piecing it together. I trim the silk to the right sizes. I pin and machine sew the green silk together with 1/4-inch seam allowances. I press both belt pieces flat. I machine sew both pieces together along the edge, right sides to right sides. I sew up the other edge too. I flip the belt right side out. I press the belt flat. I feed the end of the belt through the buckle pieces and pin in place. I need to test the size is correct. Once I have the size correct, I fold under the raw edges and hand sew the ends closed. I hand whip stitch the belt in place on the buckle. This would be easy to remove if I wanted to use the buckle on another type of belt. The completed belt! I was able to use all these accessories at the Welsh Weekend. I'm really glad I had the time to get them together for it. Thank you for joining me today as I made ribbon garters, a silk fan, and a silk belt with an antique buckle. These will be great for a lot of my historical outfits, not just the Victorian era. If you liked this video and want to see more sewing and costume videos, remember to subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Happy sewing!
Here we go. Yes, it's it.
There we go. Diana, hello.